Alrighty everyone, welcome back to another video. This one's gonna be a little bit of a different one because I think most of you guys know it's been about a year now. Actually, it's been well over a year since I actually recorded a video for the channel, yet alone just talking to you guys. So I kind of want to just go over that today. There's been a lot that's gone on in my life, to be quite honest, and YouTube, I just did not have the time for it really with all that was going on. And yeah, you guys probably saw me stream it once or twice, but honestly, the series with Tomicus, that was like the first thing, like stream wise, that actually had me motivated on YouTube. And I recently did a stream with a friend, and you might notice that I talk different than that because yeah, I talk with my accent from where I'm actually from, which if you guys don't know, that's Trinidad, but not what I want to really talk about today. There is a lot that needs to be talked about regarding this channel and things that have happened. I have tried to record videos like this before and I never uploaded them. I don't know why. They just don't get edited. And honestly, hopefully this one is the one you guys actually see, because there's been a lot that's happened to me. And there's a lot that I thought about and want to do in regards to this channel and stuff on the whole. So as far as what I want to talk about, the first thing is kind of how my year's been. And hopefully for y'all watching, the year's been good. For me, at the beginning of the year, up until I want to say around June, July, no, definitely not June, like around August, I was going through it. It was this year, I never thought I would have had a worse year than I did like a few years ago, but this year tops it in so many ways. Where do I get started? First, I pretty much got sick at the beginning of the year for that whole month, and like throughout that month, I lost like my sense of like taste. I couldn't sleep. Like if I did sleep, I would wake up like an exact hour after I went to sleep. Sometimes I just couldn't even fall asleep. It was like really bad, and kind of had me scared because like that's the first time something like that ever happened to me, like where I couldn't sleep. And it just frustrated me. And like the same thing with my taste, I couldn't really eat anything for about a week because anything I ate just tasted so awful. I don't know what it was, but like food and stuff I usually liked, I could not eat. So yeah, that happened. Something else that happened is that I was in a talking stage with a girl for a while, and like we did date for like a month, but I'm not gonna get into it all that much. But yeah, we stopped talking, and that just kinda put me into shit because to my knowledge we were taking a break and we still talk daily until she ghosted me. So yes, that happened. But that's not really the worst thing, I would say, because at that point in my life, yeah, like that was already on my mind. And then also the fact school was a pain, man. Let me just tell you, school is such a pain. Thankfully though, I have graduated, thankfully, and I'm doing pretty good in that regard. I'm unemployed right now, which is not something you want to hear ever in your life because it sucks. And I apply places and I don't get through, they don't get back to me, and honestly there's not much I can do about that. I've just come to accept that is life. but I'll talk more about that bit later. But school was rough, like during April and May month, and especially May month because that was my birthday month. But oh boy, there was another crazy thing that happened May month that I never thought would happen to me, and that's the fact that almost all my social medias, I mean, besides YouTube, got hacked. Literally, quite every single thing I had social media wise got hacked, and I don't know how, but they did. They bypassed 2FA, and it was just a crazy time trying to get back all my accounts. Like my Steam, my Discord got hacked, but I still had access to it. It was like really weird, but basically I got banned from a lot of servers I was in, and up till this day I'm not in those servers anymore because they just haven't unbanned me. So yeah, and the thing that sucks about it too is my Minecraft account got hacked, and Microsoft sucks when it comes to support, because basically my Minecraft account got hacked. I reported to them that it got hacked, provided proof, and they basically said, oh, they'll get back to me within a week, business week, or like something with business days, right? But I did not get a response until a month after I got hacked. And then at that point, they messaged me saying, oh, they can't give me back my my Microsoft account, because it was technically my Microsoft account that got hacked, and I had Minecraft on it. So they're like, oh, legally I can't do this. So instead, they said they're just gonna deactivate the account. That way, whoever has access to it doesn't have access to it. And that just pissed me off so much, because I was basically waiting a month to get that account back, and I didn't. Thankfully, though, I had a friend, y'all know him as Vexify. I'm not gonna say his real name, but he basically just encouraged me to buy a new Minecraft account while I was waiting, so I did that, and thankfully I did, because turns out I never got that main account back, which is kind of sad, because I really had a lot of stuff on that account, like on servers I grinded, so to lose all that kind of sucks. But yeah, if getting hacked on every social media wasn't bad enough though, the most tragic thing probably happened to me in the late end of June, and the thing that I'm about to say, I just wish it doesn't happen to anybody, but it does, because this is life. And that's basically my dad passed away, and for the first few days that was honestly really, really rough. Like, I didn't even have time to grieve, because out of everyone in my family, I was like the only one that wasn't really showing my emotions. I was just more so there for everybody else, but like deep down, and like especially in the nights, I would cry about it, because like that's my dad, man. And I will say, me and my dad never had the best relationship, but never would I thought I would have missed him and cried as much as I did, because I think it took me realizing that he's gone now that I genuinely cared for him, even if he was hard on me. And there was a lot of stuff that happened when I was a kid with my dad, but I will not get into it. But I never thought I would have missed him as much as I did when I heard he passed, because he wasn't a well person for a good bit of years now. He was a dialysis patient, and he had an amputated leg, so yeah, plus he also had diabetes, so it wasn't looking good for him, but he was holding on strong. But also, I'm trying to say this without like getting like trying to cry or anything like that, because like it's been a while. This happened in June. It is now October, almost like 4 months right? July, August, September, October. Yeah, it's almost been 4 months since that, because he died on the 30th. So yeah, that was a really tough time for me. And at that point, like, I was almost done with school. I probably had like 2 more months, but I just, like, when that happened, I lost all motivation in life. And like, I would tell people I'm fine, but I wasn't fine. And like, I did isolate myself. Some friends try to make me feel better. I appreciate those friends that actually did, like, stay with me, because I don't know what I would have done if I just had to go through all that alone. And the funeral was like the day I actually did cry while I was giving the speech. That was like the breaking point, just reading out to the audience, and like, that was just the final goodbyes. I would never, like, well, I can't say I never wish it, because it does happen, but I just hope that you all have your loved ones for a very long time. If I were to give any of you advice, it would be to cherish those people close to you, especially your parents, even if they're hard on you, even if they're unfair too. At the end of the day, they're your parents. You shouldn't hate them. I kind of was like hating towards my dad because of like stuff he did, but I still loved him. Me and him never had the best relationship, but I didn't like necessarily hate his guts to the point where I didn't love him, because I did. Just, we had our little arguments here and there, and like, that's bound to happen with but like I was saying, that was basically the point where I gave up in life. Well, wanted to. I didn't. I pushed through. I ended up graduating from the course I did, and like, I locked in. But like, after he passed, it took me a few days to like fully like move on after that funeral. But then like, I tried my best to like just get up on my feet and like start moving on in life. And like, even to this day, yeah, I'll miss him. But so far, like, compared to how I was earlier on this year, my life has been way better. Like, after August, life's been pretty good. It just kind of sucked how like the very like the first 6, actually like 7 months of my year just pretty much sucked. And like, hands down, this is the worst year I ever had. And like, just all that stuff that happened to me really didn't really want me I didn't really want to do YouTube, stream much. I still did, because like, that I find joy in streaming still, and like doing videos. I mean, you all probably see me streaming here and there, and I did actually stream on Twitch like once or twice, and I did enjoy myself. Even though I didn't really have much viewers, there's still 1 or 2 people that came in those streams, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I would actually switch to Twitch or YouTube, but with that all being said, regards to like life and like my year, the thing I do want to talk about now is what I want to do for this channel, because that was just the main point I was trying to get to. But I also just wanted to talk about life in general, because I feel like I should do that. And also, one more thing, even though I finished and graduated, I'm still job hunting right now. It's hard, it's tough, but like I said earlier, I just learned to accept it's life. And hey, I'll get through with a job hopefully, and if not, I might just try to do streaming and YouTube as my job. That's the kind of thing I want to talk about. So going forward with this channel, I honestly don't know what I want to do with this channel. truth be told to you guys, I love this channel. I've had this channel for so many years, and I've had a lot of memories on this channel. So I don't know if I'm gonna stop doing stuff on this channel, but I will want to say I have found a new passion for something, and I was originally going to plan this channel for early January next year, but with all that's happened, and like I do want to find a job and like get some money and like buy some more stuff before I actually go through with this new channel, is I'm gonna be doing a podcast channel, and I'm gonna be doing it with a bunch of my friends. And some of y'all watching may already know this because I talked about it, but I wanted to do a podcast channel since the beginning of this year, and I talked about it with a good friend of mine, Tomicus, and then I eventually started to tell other people and friends about it as well. And basically that's just me just doing a podcast channel, talking about life, talking about games, anime. It could be a lot of stuff. I'm planning to do it episode format, so like each episode will be talking about something different. Sometimes like one episode might be about games on a whole, another episode might be about anime on a whole. Another example of what the podcast would entail is like life struggles and like the different perspectives based on the people in the podcast, because the podcast does have a audience range. I'm trying to fill that audience range for everybody, so you can get different perspectives, because I have Mochi, or Ghosty as y'all may know him, that is like the youngest person that I've recruited for it. He is 19, or is going to be 19, because right now he's 18, but he is the youngest on that podcast. And like I want to get different perspectives based on different ages, and I thought it was a really cool idea because another friend I have, he's like 23, I'm pretty sure, and like he basically, you'd get a perspective from like someone in their like mid-20s. I'm in my 20s. I would give my perspective on like, hey, I just hit 20 like this year, and like give my perspective on life and stuff. And then I got Tomicus, which you all know very well. He is 28. Y'all get perspective on a guy that's in his late 20s going into his 30s. It's like different ranges of ages with audience, so like everybody could relate. I haven't found someone that's over 30, but it would still be pretty cool if I do recruit someone later on, because it's just a podcast for people to just be vibing. And funnily enough, the name of the channel or podcast, well, it's basically gonna be the podcast and channel's name. It's gonna be called Just Vibing, and it's just basically us just gonna be chilling and giving perspectives on life, and just, you know, talking about anime and like stuff that people can easily relate to. I honestly love that idea, and I have video ideas and like a team for it already like planned. But with all that happened like in life later on this year, it made me tell myself I need to push it back, because as much as I want to do it early January, I don't know if I can. Maybe there will be a first episode and I'll test the waters with it, like with what I currently have, and like ask the people what they think. But honestly, that's gonna be a channel that I'm probably gonna be focusing on more a lot. I love playing games, don't get me wrong, but there's something with me just listening to podcasts and just talking to people and just like being genuine that is just such a good feeling, and I just find myself enjoying stuff like that, just like let's talks these days and stuff. Yeah, those things are things I want to do. And with this channel, I don't really feel like I could do that because this channel has been a gaming channel for as long as I can remember, since I started YouTube. And I might continue to do games on this channel, or I might just start fresh because this channel is pretty dead. If you're watching and you're still watching, thank you. Comment down below if you are at this point in the video, because it is quite a long video. But I do hope that you all are here and you're listening, because for the people who have genuinely stayed with me throughout all these years and supported, just thank you so much. And I hope with whatever I decide to do with this channel or with a new channel in general, you guys will still be with me and still be by my side. Even with the podcast channel, if there's people I recognize who have been here for years and you are interested in joining, please feel free to reach out, because I would be so down to just talk to you all and like, just talk for good old times. I know someone that who was a fan of my channel that I currently watch is Ripper, and he makes some pretty fun and entertaining content, and he's doing really well for himself on YouTube, and I'm just so happy to see that, because I remembered when he wasn't even a YouTuber and this guy was just in my streams, and like, oh my god, Ripper's just such a amazing guy with some amazing content. If y'all want content, just go to Ripper, honestly. Because that dude does some pretty nice content. Same for Tomicus. Even though Tomicus doesn't stream as much because he's working and whatnot, hey, Tomicus deserves an audience, man. He is such a good guy. So I'll probably just link both of them in this video below, because they're just such amazing goats. But that's basically all I want to talk about for this video. It was just to like talk with you guys and like tell you guys what I want to do for the future, especially with this channel. If I do make a new channel, you will definitely see a video, but until I decide if that's what I want to do, I'll still stream here. Videos, I'm not sure about. I'm definitely gonna make a video and a YouTube post when I do the podcast channel, because that's like the main thing I want to do good in. Like, that's the main thing I want to succeed in, because I do want to reach an audience, and if I can do that, that's just gonna be amazing. But with that being said, that's gonna be it for this video. Sorry if the gameplay was actually pretty laggy for this video as well. I plan to actually buy a good PC, because I did sell mine because of everything that happened. It wasn't even a good PC, but it was still a gaming one, but